Welcome to the Veteran Battalion podcast, where 4 Marines help veterans achieve success. The mission is everything.
Yeah, episode 1.
Hello.
Right.
What's up,
So
guys?
I know Colt is the one that started this. So how about you give us a first intro, mission behind it? What was the purpose?
Well, actually, Adam's actually the one that kind of came up with most of the beginning stuff there. But anyways,
It was the funny thing
he
is
was the motivator.
we were coming up with a name, and we're trying to think about what we actually always wanted to help out, but in actuality, I was actually on my way to the gym, and I was on pre-workout, and Veterans Battalion just fucking came to my name, my head. It was the craziest.
I remember when you called me.
And then I called Colt, bro. He's like, "Oh my god, bro, I want to stop doing this, bro. Oh my god, I want to do it right now." And I told him, like, relax. Let me go work out. Afterwards, we'll continue talking about
It's
it.
because Colt gets all amped up on those greens, bro. He gets
it's-
amped up on the greens and he can't stop.
That's
It's like
the way
wheels
it is,
constantly
man.
Spinning.
Good stuff, man. So it all came from an idea and a concept. You were going to the gym and you said, you know what, man? We have this idea. Let's go ahead and just do it.
Then you came up with the idea, and then it was going to be a couple different things. But I think what really drove us forward is just helping out vets and getting kind of the whole benefits idea.
Absolutely.
Businesses, teaching them how to start their own businesses, things like that. I think, and then we started elaborating more off of that and wanted to find better discounts and just basically a place that veterans can go to find everything, whether that's, just a kick in the ass, to get yourself up in the morning, or maybe just a little bit of a wise talk, about, hey, you need to go do this. This is what you need to do. You need to wake up early in the morning. You need to get your ass up. You need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. And I think that's kind of where we all came together, and we kind of thought about the whole, what this can be and how far it can go.
Because if you think about it, when you go back to when you're in service, you always have that individual, whether it's your squad leader, your platoon sergeant, that makes sure, hey, Devil Dog, you got your gear. You got your gear to accomplish the mission.
Uh-huh.
No,
and
definitely.
he's going to chew your ass if you don't.
Yes, definitely. And I think, Matt, before we even get any further, I know there's a lot of voices, and it's only fair that we give a proper introduction of who's in this table, who we are, what we're doing. So let's start with Adam and make our way around.
Sure. Adam Martinez here. I was 0331 machine gunner, Marine Corps, and have a passion for helping out vets, do it in business, and I want to do it outside of business as well. And, part of the things that one of the reasons why I wanted to come up and do this was there's a lot of pain points. In my business alone, I was meeting veterans that didn't know how to get their benefits. Nobody was really, once, when you're in the Marine Corps, you're in the Army, whatever service, there's always someone higher up who's looking after you. And then once you're out, you're out. A lot of guys have a hard time because there's no one that's looking out after them. So I said, you know what, let's start something that looks after everybody. We're not just one, nonprofit that specializes in one thing. We're going to do it all. We're going to take you from the start, and we're going to get you a home no matter what and take care of you. So that's kind of briefly where I'm at.
Nice. Where did you deploy at? Did you deploy at all?
Yeah, I did.
What were the dates you served?
I was 99 to 05, and then I served from 09 to 2010. I was one of those guys that was, man, I miss it. And I went back and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I just had that itch. And then I came back and I was like, hey, it's changed after a couple of years. You're a little older. The PT gets a little harder.
First sip did, here I come.
Dude, my back started hurting, man. And I was doing my PFT just to come back. And I was like, man, I used to run this shit a lot better. It just feels a little different. But nonetheless, that's another thing that we want to talk about too, is how to get your body better. Because, nobody shows you how to get your body better and how to get your mind, your health, everything better. So I did serve from that time. Served in Iraq, Kuwait, in Japan. But mainly that's where I came from.
Cool, man. And just a little bit of ground rules, because I know you guys are fucking grunts and you guys quite don't listen. Do not fucking hit the table. Fucking mics pick up everything, man.
Oh, who hit the table? Me?
Yeah.
Oh,
hanging on the table here talking about PFTs and
he brought his metal water buffalo.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
He is
This
big
guy's
guns.
intense.
0331.
He even had the knife hand out while he was hitting it, man. I'm like, bro.
I get passionate about this shit, man.
Yeah.
Karate chop.
What about you, Colt?
What's up, guys? Colt Curtis, former sergeant in the Marine Corps. I was an 0331 too, machine gunner. And I started my tour off with security forces, which was like the fire watch in the Marine Corps, you know.
Good to go.
So I was up in Bangor, Washington for almost 2 years, came back, joined up with 1-1 Charlie Company. Hoorah, Charlie Company. 1-1 First Marines. Then we went on a deployment, went to Kuwait, Sri Lanka, was over there during that big old flood, and then obviously went in the country, and then went to Iraq. Did a bunch of walking around and waiting to be shot at kind of stuff. Didn't see too much over there. Had some incoming mortar fire and stuff like that, but really good experience. And got out, and then I was homeless for about 6 months. Dude, I just got out of the Marine Corps, I had no idea what I was gonna do. Drove off base in my Honda Civic, parked at the Carlos Jr. right there off of Christianitas.
Damn, yeah.
Boats, and I just slept in my car for a day or two, and then then I ended up just couch surfing for a little bit, and I realized that there was something I was born to do. I couldn't figure it out at the time, and I got into some drinking and stuff like that. Had kicked myself in the ass and got a job. Worked for Time Warner Cable for a while.
And this was right after you got out of the Marine Corps, right? You get out, you basically just, that's it. You had no plan. Are you originally from California?
Yeah.
All right, so you got out and you didn't want to call family. You just felt,
I did. I don't know. I was just disconnected a little bit. I kind of didn't really, it's funny. You leave base and you're like, yeah, I'm free. And then, but where do I go? You have no idea, So I had this whole vision of trying to put something together to find a place that homeless veterans or veterans in general, just that when they get out of the military, they can go transition to. So that's where I got into the whole moving gig. And that kind of evolved from other people. And, I was lost for a long time. And then I kind of found my way with that and it's all kind of the same thing. And then anyway, so my whole idea was that veterans can transition and go right into a job to make easy money.
Correct.
Quick.
And now you own a moving company, right?
Yeah, moving business. Yeah. So
nice. And I know most of us have used you and fucking exceptional service, man. I mean, hands down, dude.
Thanks, man. Really appreciate that.
And I got a story on how I met Colt, and I'll get into that after.
Say that for
what's up with you, Roland?
Yeah, so Roland Vandenberg here.
And by the way, don't let the smooth voice fool you, man. This guy,
call him Coach
this guy Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
When they came up with Hollywood Marines, they were really talking about this guy right here.
Hey, and I got some stories for days on this motherfucker. We actually served together.
Oh man! All right, so getting back on topic. So I'm a former Marine. I served in the Marine. I actually met Adam in the Marine Corps. My first part of my career was in the reserves, and shortly after the reserves, I went active duty, where I served with 2-8, 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines. I served there for about almost 5 years and then finished my career on recruiting duty. I've deployed during the invasion with Adam here with 223. And then aside from that, on active duty, I've deployed to Europe, Africa, Afghanistan, some short little stints to Japan, just all over the place. After getting out of the Marine Corps, I actually linked up with you, right? That was when I was on recruiting duty, actually getting ready to finish my career on recruiting duty. Adam was in real estate, and that's when I think our vision kind of came about as far as providing an amazing real estate service to help veterans. I know one of the things when I bought my first home, I was partnered up with an agent that was given to me by USAA that is supposed to be a VA expert. So they say, but they had really no clue of all the benefits that you get with the VA loan. There's so much stuff that I wish I would have knowing the business now. And that just really stood out to us on providing a need to give veterans excellent service when it comes to real estate. So, that's what led us to open up our company, Romeo Echo Real Estate. And, now we're business partners.
And I love that, man. I told you guys from the beginning, dude, that branding on it, if you guys ever see that, dude, it's like legit. It stands out, man. It's legit. And
Thank you.
I think we're all here for that purpose, man. So just a little bit about me. JP Pena, served in the Marine Corps 8 years. Actually, I signed up as a reservist with the hope of going to school, like we all reservists do. And I remember that call. I remember that call when I got it, and it was right after September 11, and it's basically literally September 11. The second plane hits, and my mom wakes me up from the room, and she goes, "You have to come outside. Like something's happening. This is bad." And I remember walking outside to the kitchen, and it's like my sisters, my mom, everybody's going hysterical. I look at the news, and I see this plane hit, and I think it was literally like 15, 20 minutes when the phone rings, and it's my recruiter, Sergeant Sandman. I'll never forget him off of Glendale. And he literally says, like, I was supposed to go to boot camp the next year, and he says, "Dude, you're leaving September 21st. Like, you're going to boot camp." And I was like, "Wait a minute, what?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's it, dude, you're done." And from there on, I never seen a reserve side in my life, dude. 8 years, full active duty, deployed to Iraq.
Damn.
I think it's one of the best times I ever did. At that moment, you don't know what to think. You're young, you're 18, and you're just like, holy shit, I was just trying to get laid at prom, and now I'm like, dude, I might die. You're like, how do I come back from that, right? And But yeah, man, it's quite a story, and I think that's why we're all here, to share that and those experience transitions that we did, and to get us where we're at, man. So great pleasure to be here with you, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Simplify.
Yeah.
And you also what's awesome about you is you share the same vision as we do, just in a different market. So helping vets out and doing great things is why we all came together. Like,
No, definitely, man, definitely. What do we talk? Let's talk about what do we plan to achieve on this podcast. I know we briefly had a brief discussion on it before we started.
Yep.
And I think it's just important that we let all the listeners and everybody out there know exactly what our goal is. We're not here to really sell anything. It's basically just for Marines, just passionate about helping other veterans succeed. We want to see them win. There's so much going on in this world, especially with our system taking care of our veterans when they get out, that I think it's
just broken.
It is.
Broken. I think it's one giant clusterfuck.
It is. And I think it's up to us, the brothers, to look out for each other and provide some sort of hope for them, because it could definitely be done. I think we all here have experience.
Absolutely.
I think, definitely. Ultimately, it's creating the same community that you have while you're on active duty, the camaraderie, and look out for each other. So build a sense of community where we help veterans achieve success after service. And it's help them with all the disconnects that are currently going on right now with the VA, with providing great service.
Because if you think about it,
everything,
a battalion has companies, and a company has squad, platoons, and there's squads, there's teams. Like, so you can think about all the veteran organizations all under one battalion. You come to us, and we'll be able to help you from A to Z wherever we got to go.
Whatever it is, whether it's building a business, getting a job, whether it's getting your veteran benefits, because it's confusing.
It's a bitch.
Yeah.
It is a bitch.
Are you guys all service connected?
I'm service connected 100%. It took me 10 years. At one point, they had no record of me even being in the military. At one point, no record of me serving in Iraq.
You went through a lot of shit, huh?
It was pain in the ass. And that's the thing is, a lot of vets, the most 90% of the ones that I come across, they, as soon as they get any sort of roadblock, there's like, oh, fuck this. And then they're done.
Yeah.
And it's usually the spouse that kind of pushes them, but there's guys that don't have spouses. So like I spend a lot of my time driving them to the VA itself, showing them what to do, telling them what to do. And, at the end of the day, they're very happy, and they get where they're supposed to get.
Because you do that on such a smaller level that we need to like show all the guys, and that's kind of what we're doing here, is to show everyone. Because we've been doing. I mean, I think we've all helped out a vet here and there in our life at least once.
Yeah.
But like using this as a tool to get out to all the other vets is, I think, the biggest attribute.
I think that's like the first thing that we ask if we have a veteran client. So all real estate aside, we ask them, hey,
do you have this? Do you have that?
Are you service connected?
And what would you say the most common thing they have to like rebut against that is like, oh no, it's for the other guy. You ever hear that shit?
You have a lot
I don't need benefits. It's for the other guy.
Yeah, they feel that you have to be missing limbs or, to receive a benefit. But
definitely, I have ran into a lot of people that have said, or a lot of vets that have said, you know what, no, man, I don't want to do that. It's going to affect me, or it's going to do this or that. Yeah. Or it's also been in the contrary. I mean, I was at the VA Long Beach, and I think this is while I was going for my second appointment to her so I could get a higher rating. And there was a gentleman there, an Army guy, double amputee, no legs. And he said that he's been fighting this for 6 months because the Army lost his medical record and they couldn't verify that he lost his limbs in Afghanistan.
You gotta be kidding.
Damn.
Bro, I sat there and I was so fucking pissed because I said, what do you fucking just wake up in the morning, chop your legs off and fucking go to the VA and say, I'm gonna fucking milk some benefits? Like, that shit doesn't fucking work that way, man. I think it's just, our system is that fucked up that when a fucking person comes like that, all attention should be given to that person. Like, there's no fucking reason why that person sacrificed
Drop
so much.
everything and you help him. Right
Exactly.
away.
Definitely, man. And then their system is more like, well, it's a procedure. You know, we have to go to this procedure in order to identify it and then say, you know what, we could fucking help you now. And that's bullshit because you know what? When you fucking sign up, who gives a fuck what you? I see motherfuckers with crooked feet get in the fucking
You
military.
basically wrote a blank check that led up to your own life,
Exactly.
and you risk it all.
Exactly.
And so there's no way that's just unset.
Exactly.
But I
be
bet you
given
if they
that.
wanted your ass to go overseas, they'd find a way to make you all, find your orders and find out.
Oh, definitely, man. Most
For sure.
definitely.
So,
Most definitely.
That's why I know that they can do it back here on the civilian land. So,
I think that the main issue, dude, is that if they're saying we need to, because I've been all these events when I served as president for VA rep, and they would say like, hey, JP, we want you to go to this meeting where Mayor Garcetti's going to be out there. And I'm fucking dropping names here and I don't give a fuck, dude. And they're like, you know what? You're going to go to this meeting where Mayor Garcetti's going to be there and they're going to talk about an initiative on how they could fucking stop homelessness. And I'm fucking sitting there listening to all these representatives talking, dude. And they're saying like, well, the problem is we can't identify the homeless veterans. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Have any of you just fucking walked through fucking Skid Road? Oh, well, if we do that, we have to have a filtering system in order to determine that they're actually fucking homeless. And I'm like, dude, this is all a fucking pony show, man.
To make sure that they're homeless?
Yeah, dude, this is all a fucking, hey, fucking look what I'm doing. Hoorah,
Right.
fucking.
Freaking dog and pony show.
That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. There's really no actual play there to fucking help veterans. Because I can tell you right now, I got at least a couple fucking buildings where these fucking rich developers want to come, drop their money. We could do an amazing transition fucking home for them. Have them have the whole bottom level be fucking veteran-owned business. Maybe a coffee shop, a fucking restaurant. Fucking call it the canteen and fucking get some fucking good barbecue in there or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then let the whole top be transition and also affordable housing for the veteran where they could fucking go there, buy this home, utilizing their VA, and let the HOA be run by the veterans and have it be a great opportunity for them.
yeah,
But why won't they fucking do it? Because there's no fucking money.
the mighty dollar.
That's what it is.
Sometimes, sometimes there's got to be more to it than money. We just got to find that way. But I get it.
And that's what this is here for. That's to help. That's just one of the many problems that we're here to fix. There's so many things.
And
that we
I
wanna do.
think what we've realized, especially as a veterans battalion, and this is just my opinion. I don't know if it's your guys's, but as veterans, we need to use ourselves, as our own hub, kind of like Facebook is to the world, but we're our own Facebook, basically. We utilize each other's businesses. We support each other. We give everybody opinions on how they can succeed in life, with just our own life, agendas, just everything that we do every day.
But also provide the vehicles for them, like not just give them advice,
Correct.
but give them the
Tools.
vehicles and the tools
Right.
to get whatever they need
To be successful.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I think
And
everyone here has some sort of, extra trait that they can actually, a value they can bring to the veteran world.
Yeah.
And I think all of us together, especially in business, which is one thing that I'm passionate about, is helping someone get a business, grow a business, learn how to actually maintain it, make it profitable, give someone something to look forward to. What I mean?
Definitely. And I think that's definitely the way to go. What I personally think that they should completely change from, who here did MCIs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I don't know if I did them, but I.
Well, yeah, but it's a fucking waste of time if you ask
Take
me,
them,
dude.
yeah.
What if you had a system where every year, just like you have to qualify for the rifle range, you have a financial checkup, a fucking actual fucking training program which prepares you for the outside world. Don't just depend on the Marine gets Saturday and Sunday off, let him go to fucking online school. Fuck that. Let the DOD pay for that shit already. Incorporate it through the MCI where you have a program where he actually gets financial literacy, learns about credit, learns about debt, fucking take the fucking car dealerships out of the bases. I think that's the fucking biggest problem. Because you come back from deployment, and what's the first thing you see? Fucking Kawasaki Ninja, and there goes my fucking dumbass fucking PFC at the time.
27% interest.
With fucking $6,000 coming back from deployment. Like, ooh, I want a fucking motorcycle.
Yeah.
Shit, but they don't fucking tell you the long term that, hey man, this shit might fucking finish. You might be done in fucking 4 years. You might be done in 8 fucking years. And guess what? When you get the fuck out, you're going to have debt.
They can't use their VA home loan entitlement because they got multiple collections.
Exactly, man. So the problem literally starts from inside, man. And that goes even deeper into homelessness and all this because we are putting out veterans out there that are not prepared. And if you guys ever went through that, what was it, that 1 day or 2 day exit course that you had to take?
Taps, and at the time it was Seps and Taps. Now it's called TRS. They changed the names for it.
Dude, I went there, bro. That was a fucking joke, man. I mean, they gave me a pamphlet the first day, and they said, here's everything you need to know about the VA, basically. And it took them fucking 7 hours to tell me that shit. Then the next day, it was this one dude who sat there and supposedly a financial advisor, and all he said is, don't get in debt. That's bad. This is what I provide. Here are my products. This is how I could fucking help you.
Me.
Exactly. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know what just happened here. And then, hey, thank you for your service. Shake my hand, get the fuck out.
Definitely. And that's definitely one of the things that we're definitely gonna hit on here is fix that broken process.
Did everybody go to that same process?
Yeah, I think ours was
very similar.
Pretty equivalent. Yeah, I remember a lot of truck driving school guys. That's all I remember is truck. You could be a truck driver and make $3,000 to $4,000 a month.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
Shit, I don't have no truck driver guy.
Yeah.
Fuck,
You got to get a
dude.
Class A though. So, but anyways, that was like one of the main things. I can't remember the name of the company, but anyways, yeah, Taps. I don't think it was so successful. I also remember being kind of pressured to tell them like what I was going to do when I got out. My captain, my CEO, his name was Captain Coyne.
Because they wouldn't let you. They wouldn't let you EAS.
He
right?
would
If
not
you
let
didn't
me
have a plan.
leave the Marine Corps. He sat down with me. He's like, "You need to give me an agenda. I need to know what you're going to do. I need to know exactly." So he really did give a crap.
But they were trying to get you to stay in, right?
Yeah, they were trying to get me to re-up. Yeah.
Did you like sit down and provide like some sort of like, hey, sir, this is what I want to do? And
I had to write it all on paper and basically.
what did he
tell him
say?
I had to
Did
convince
he
him.
advise you anything?
I mean, it was all bullshit. You know, it doesn't matter what I'm going to do. My time's up technically.
Sir, the minute I
but-
get out, I'm gonna fucking go be a fucking Chippendale. I just watch Magic Mike and I'm a fucking
I'm inspired now.
this guy.
I'm inspired.
Yeah.
I just drank my greens.
Oh, it's so good.
No, dude, it's crazy, and I don't even think I had anybody talk to me, man. I think the admin chief just came up to me, and actually, he's a good friend of mine. He's actually my son's godfather now, and shit, I might actually get in trouble for saying this, but I actually had to like leave in a fucking hurry because the admin chief prior to me had fucked up and basically gave me housing for 4 years when I didn't rate it at all, and so out of nowhere, this guy comes up to me. And he's like, yo, you need to fucking go to Camp Pendleton next week, fucking take these 2 classes, fucking sign these, and you need to fucking go. And I'm like, why? Like, because this fucker fucked up, so now they want to come after you for like $38,000.
You want to talk about back pay, man?
Yeah, dude. And I was like, what the fuck? Why? And he goes, well, yeah, he just fucked. How do they fuck that shit up? But then again, this is how fucked up it is.
And you're not going to say it because you're like, damn, my checks are looking fat today.
Bro. Dude, it was insane, bro. I was like, and I got to pay this? And it wasn't even my fault? Like, why don't you go after that fucking guy?
The VA is like the IRS. They'll just go in your shit and take it.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying? If you owe them anything,
They'll clean out your bank account.
Yeah, and they don't care. They don't give a shit. So,
dude, I heard a story of a guy that got that $100,000 settlement. The what was it? The not post-traumatic stress. It's
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's some sort of insurance that if you lose a limb or if you have like a trauma or something like that, you automatically get paid, right? So this guy got blown up, man, and he has the silver rod, all this stuff. Remember, he gets $100K, dude. I think he spent like 50 of it in like 3 weeks, and then literally a week later, he fucking shows up complaining to the admin, and I'm like, what the fuck? What happened, dude? He goes, fucking, they took the rest. So apparently they overpaid him. They just went on this account and they took the whatever. Yeah, whatever they can. Man. And then every pay for until the time he got out, he got checked. I was like, dude, that is crazy, man. This is like, you know what, man? It's like, how is it his fault? You You know what? But dude,
It'll take forever to give you what you are truly deserved or truly owed.
But when they need it,
they just go in there and take it.
They're quick.
well, but that's like the IRS here too, man.
It's like the IRS.
I mean, we're all self-employed here, man.
On a side note, man, funny shit happened to me yesterday. I just gotta tell you guys real quick. It's funny. You know, they call and they say, "I'm the IRS. We're going to arrest you or whatever. And we'll get you." And he goes, "What's all that background noise or whatever?" I was at the gym. I'm like, "Hey, I'm sorry, I'm with your mom right now." And then he goes, "You piece of shit American," and blah blah blah, and he hung up on me. But I just thought it was funny. So,
Dude,
just because the IRS aren't supposed to call you.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I think if you guys follow Bradley screwed up with one of them too. They called him. And he's like, yeah. So let me give you. So where do I got to go deposit this? He's like, oh, he goes, well, I got cash. He's like, oh yeah, well just meet me here, and somebody's gonna meet you there and pick up the cash. He's like, all right, and well, do you take food stamps too? He goes, like just messing with the guy completely. And finally, the guy starts just getting mad. He's like, are you fucking with me? And I'm like, dude, it's like, yeah, man, you gotta be careful with those though, man. That's something else, man.
That is, it's crazy out there.
So how do you guys feel about transitioning after? I mean, I know you mentioned Colt that you got out and you got a little experience there, kind of finding yourself and homelessness and stuff like that. Like, how do you get out of that? How do you go from having a full schedule in the military where somebody's telling you when to get up, when to eat, basically some guidance, and then you get out and you go through this environment where you feel, I mean, what were you feeling at that time?
You know, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I was a little bit lost. I guess it was like I was so used to just a schedule, you know, like, hey, you're needed at this time, you got to be here at this time, you're going to run, you're going to do all the things that you normally do. And it was that consistency that was broken up because I got out and then I fell off my path. And I should have just kept it going. Hey, I'm waking up at 05. I'm still getting up at 05, you know. I'm going to start attacking my day. I just didn't know where to put my P's. I didn't know what to do, you know. So I just needed someone to explain that to me. So I ended up, you know, just trying to figure it out. And I just ended up just doing the wrong things for a long time. And then I got my shit together. But I think that's a part of TAPS, and that should be, or whatever they call the exit for the military stuff. I think what they need to do is just kind of give you a formality on life after the military. You know, you get out, you got to have a place to stay, a transitional place for at least 6 months, right? That's what I hope to have.
Yeah,
someday.
you know what would be so badass if they could just
and there isn't one
like a mentorship program.
Dude, that would be
like
awesome.
That would be.
What if there was a transitional thing that there was like adopt a veteran, right? They get out of the military.
That's something that
person.
we can actually
Because
take a stand, and we could set that up.
You know
here.
what? Yeah, but you also have to have the veteran on their side accept it too. But I think there needs to be more like a place, like a housing unit of some sort, right? In every major city of the United States, every veteran can go to that housing unit, right? So like San Diego for us, Southern California, San Diego, Orange County, and then Los Angeles, right? You go to that housing unit wherever it is for any business, right? And then there's a 24-hour place that has a duty on call, just like you had in the military. And then you go there and you can stay there up to 10 days just to get your feet, you know, wet, right? You wake up in the morning, you eat chow, you go to the gym.
I love that.
And then there's people that come in all week, 10 days, and they give classes on what they do, whether it's a truck driving school, whether it's a real estate agent, whether it's, hey, you know, this is what we do. This is how you can start making money right away, right?
Or start their own business. Like, hey, this is how you want to start your business? Good.
Definitely.
This is how you write a business plan first. This is how you put a proposal together.
Right.
If you need money, this is how you put it together so you can go out there and like get money. But I like that, man.
I think they just need to be forced, you know, and say, hey,
Similar
if
to boot
you're
camp,
yeah,
right?
if you're in a transitional place for 10 days, you need to do these things every single day. And you're forced to at least 4 hours out of the day, right?
Okay, so when you get into boot camp, you go on the yellow footprints, right? You're stuck there for 3 months. Like you are like, you either adapt to the environment or you get your ass chewed every day. And you're getting smoked every day.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, a lot of people kind of need to be in an environment where you're, you know, all right, let's push you into a place where, all right, this is your home. This is what you do. This is when you get up. You know what I mean? Like kind of like what you're saying though. But I feel like people need to be put into a situation where they can't necessarily leave, you know, or else they'll go back to old habits.
Definitely.
I agree.
And that's what they need to do till it becomes a process where it becomes their habits. You know, they
because,
force
for
it
example,
in a way.
in our business,
Definitely.
we prefer to hire vets, but even some of the vets that we want to have work for us don't have, like I said, all right, show up at this time.
The drive.
They don't show up, you know. So I just want to say, like, it's just good to.
That's Adam. He He's still on that pre-workout, right?
Yeah, this guy's like hitting fucking walls here and kicking.
Hey, let me tell you
He's like,
something,
this is
man.
a
Well,
right
it's
now.
probably too.
No, that's the thing, man. When I take my pre-workout, I just get a little crazy.
By the way, Adam is sponsored by First Form, brought to you by Andy Frisella.
Andy,
You know,
Andy's my man,
I
dude.
show up to the gym, man, and all these guys are all First Form fucking decked out and shit.
Wait, oh, Equinox?
Yeah, dude, this guy had a First Form shirt. This guy had a First Form shirt. All fucking green silky sexies with First Form on
You guys
it.
had Silkies on?
Silkies,
And I missed
dude.
that?
You missed out, bro.
I was like, bro, you guys look like an ad here for fucking Andy Frisella, man. I'm like, good shit.
Yeah, we drank the Kool-Aid.
Hey, but back to topic, man. You know, like that's the main objective here, I think, is to try to make that schedule. Like we got to get guys to understand that you have to have a schedule out of the military. You have to, right? Or else you get another bullshit like drugs and drinking. And
Dude,
all that
it's
crap.
all routine, even in business, man. Like I'm sure in your business, I mean, you don't just fucking get up and sit there and, oh yeah, somebody's gonna call me because they need to move. It's a routine, man. So like, you know, for example, for us, and I think all three will agree that from 8 to 10, it's like we're fucking prospecting, man. It's like we're out there fucking, and you know, you do the same thing. So I think that when these people come out, and we had this conversation actually last Friday, was it, or the last Friday that I was here that we spoke, that a lot of times with veterans when they get lost is because they lose that routine that they had while you're in active duty or whatever it is. Then you come out and you realize, oh shit, dude, this is a lot different. You know, this is now you gotta fucking put that in play. You gotta fucking do it. And you fucking go out there and fucking now have to execute and make it happen, right?
100%,
The crazy thing
yeah.
is, it's so simple yet it's so hard.
Yeah.
You know? It really is. If you just, you know, apply yourself to a schedule and just be consistent with your schedule and actually
discipline. I think
and discipline.
The discipline is the biggest thing because you have so many different things. You have 1,000 different things to do, especially when you got a wife and kids too. So
Yeah.
it's like you're managing so many different things. You're managing
There are
your
a lot of
business.
hats.
And you got to be able to
You're
allot that time
managing-
separately.
Yeah,
And it goes
totally.
back to that one thing. You got to be able to manage the first task of the day.
Yeah.
And what is that? Get your ass up and make your bed. Remember that whole video we were talking about it
Yeah.
earlier? Yeah, get up
That was
and make your bed.
badass.
First task of the day. It's important to get up early. I'm not good at that. I'm not going to preach here and say
Yeah,
I
that's,
get up at
hey,
6:30.
and what time did you go to the gym with us this morning?
Hey, I had a meeting this morning, bro.
Oh, that was the
Meet up
first
with
meeting I've
y'all,
ever heard
right?
you have in the
Hey, but
morning.
next Friday.
Hey man, but you know what the
One of
funny thing is though, I don't know about you guys, but when I got out, I said I'm never fucking getting up early in the morning again, dude.
And now you are in stories at 5 a.m.
fucking
Go to the gym.
Dude
4:45.
wanted us to meet him at Equinox at 4:30 a.m.
What time did you get up this
Like
morning?
he's still in the
4:30.
damn Marine
Really?
Corps.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna run like, you know, be there right at time.
But you know what? That
I'm
all
here an hour
came,
early.
That all came because
time,
of
right?
what you learn after. Like, so I get out, you're thinking like, screw that, dude. I'm gonna do everything I was not allowed to do in the Marine Corps. That meant fucking, I'm gonna let my beard grow out. That means
Love the
I'm
beard.
not gonna get up
Yep.
early. I said I'm gonna fucking start getting up at 12, 1 in the afternoon.
It's like you're rebelling, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
tell
You
that
like
the first
rebel.
thing I did.
Yeah.
I got my arm sleeved up.
Exactly. See, there you go. So you go through this transition where you want to rebel against everything you were doing it, but then you figure out, okay, holy shit, that passed. Now I got fucking kids. Now I got a wife, or now I got fucking responsibilities. I got shit I got to do.
Absolutely.
And because you build those bad habits, now if you kind of try to just, instead of stopping it and restarting your good habits, you just try to fucking accommodate because that's what fucking Marines do. We adapt and overcome. But that's not the proper way to do it. That's the problem. That's the fucking problem because you're trying to just adjust a bad habit instead of just fucking getting rid of it.
Yeah.
So that's when I fucking started studying all these fucking top performers, top producers, fucking looking at what they're doing, reading fucking books. And I'm like, dude, the one thing that all these people have in common is they all have a fucking amazing morning routine, dude. And I'm talking about getting up at 5:30 in the morning, fucking getting their mindset right, getting their shit together, and then fucking attacking the day. Because if you do that, you just won fucking extra time, dude. Now at fucking 5 at 6, I could fucking get home, fucking put my phone away and just make it 100% family,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Because you already got the important shit done, the shit that you needed to do to become
That's what it is,
successful.
man. That's what it is,
And it's
dude.
all
I've
free
noticed,
time.
I've noticed that 100% change in my work ethic by just getting up early. I always had drive, so I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today if I didn't.
You know what's pretty awesome is the 5 a.m. club too.
Dude,
Just-
5 a.m. club is amazing.
Yeah.
You want
What's
to let
that?
everybody know what the
Podcast?
5 a.m.
5 a.m. club is a conference call. Basically, it's about 5 to 7 minutes of morning, I would say inspirational things, but they're really, really good topics that Sharon actually hosts, and he'll actually bring in things that he experiences in his life, things that have happened to him. He brings on guests, and it's just kind of tips and basically things that'll help you get your day and your life started.
Going, dude.
Badass.
And then just a little bit so everybody could know about Sharon. Sharon and it was Peter and I think two more build a company, a real estate company called Telus, and then build that to a $3.5 billion company, dude. So fuck, if this dude's getting up at fucking 5 a.m. and fucking preaching something, dude, I'm gonna fucking get up at 5 a.m. and listen, dude, because I don't know about you guys, we have paid thousands of dollars for coaching, mentorship. And if you get 5-7 minutes of hearing somebody with such knowledge, and a lot of times it hasn't even been inspirational, it's been like a fucking case study or
applicable.
Something that you're like, oh shit, I could actually take that and then apply it into my life or my business and scale that. And I think, dude, that's a good person to definitely listen to, man. Have on your side.
For sure.
Just in closing, before we wrap it up, I mean, just want to touch on one thing. No matter how bad it gets, you know, in your life, no matter where you're at, and if you're poor, if you're just trying to figure it out and you're out there and you need that help, just get up every morning and just keep going, no matter what.
Definitely.
You know? And just keep trying to find what you love and just keep doing it and just stick to it, no matter what it is. And start with the basics. Don't take on too much at one time. And that's just all I got to say about anyone that's listening out there, any vets or anything like that.
No, definitely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think that you know, every vet there has the opportunity to fucking be great and create a lot more, man. Don't fucking fall into the stigma that you're a fucking vet, you have to do this fucking job or you have to fucking do this. Like everybody fucking told me that I had to go be a security guard or a fucking cop. Not that I have anything against it, but that was not my passion, dude. That's not what I saw. And for everybody to be pushing me that and not want to hire me just fucking fueled me and gave me more energy to want to fucking go out there and do what I want, dude. And I think that every vet out there has the possibility to become whatever the fuck you want to become. The thing is, you just got to implement, execute, and fucking get it done and believe it. That's most important. And if you don't fucking believe it, then fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's your SOP, baby.
Yeah.
Everything.
Hey, real quick, man. I know we're about to wrap it up. Fucking great first episode, man. I'm fucking excited for many more to come.
Definitely.
But
consider this as a warning order of what's to come.
Bro, your voice does not sound like
bro,
The warning order.
Hey, man, come on, you gotta have a voice.
I think he's thinking of the wrong podcast, bro.
Hey man, that's for later, bro. Come on.
Nah, that's what we're here for.
Hey, yo, one thing though, before we cut out here, yo, how many of you are planning to join the fucking Space Force, man? I'm fucking all about that.
You know what? Did you see all the memes about Marines though?
Bro,
They're like, man, these Marines are gonna go fuck everything up there.
Wait, what?
The first.
oh, you didn't hear about the Space Force?
No.
Bro.
What is it?
He was busy sleeping.
Dude, so now it's gonna be the Navy,
Kidding, I love you.
the Air Force, the Coast Guard, the Army, the Marines, and the Space Force.
Wait, what? Another branch?
Yes, sir, man. And we're gonna fucking
And what is it about? Is it about water? Is it about land? Is it about 911 force?
space, bro.
Taking over space.
Space.
Oh, literally space.
Like Starship Troopers type of shit, bro. Like fucking Buzz Lightyear's running that
So
shit.
then what the hell are they going to do? So these guys are going into freaking...
Yo, I don't know, man. I heard boot
They're
camps
going to
out
send
there.
the
Yeah.
recruiters first.
Well, it's
They're
gotta
going to
be
send
the
the
easiest
recruiters
boot
there.
camp.
They're going to try to recruit all the extraterrestrials up there.
Bro,
I don't even want to think what that shit's going to turn out to be like, but that's all right.
good shit though, man. But hey, man, fucking good shit. Let's keep it going and see you guys every fucking Friday.
Thank you for listening and serving. Please take the time to leave a review on iTunes to get this podcast heard. The mission is everything.